Hello and welcome back to the Line 3 Sessions podcast with me, Jack Milcrease.
And the Hulsker.
Scott Charlton.
And this week we are joined by Lily Mack. Woo!
Hi!
Kind of,
I mean, whenever I ask people, what genre of music do I do, and they say, well, you're very singer-songwritery. I'm like, well, that's because I'm a singer-songwriter. I get so confused.
He's got a point.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, why are you telling us what I am? If, that's what I am. You know what I mean? Just tell us I do, rock or something, I don't know. But,
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
singer-songwriter is such a vast genre.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
You've asked so many questions off camera.
Yeah.
Is everything good?
Everything's great now. I'm fine.
That's great. That's what we like to see. We're going to be talking about yourself and your music and all that kind of stuff a little bit later on. At the start of the podcast, we'll talk about what we've been doing. To kind of break the fourth wall, it's been 2 weeks.
It has.
So
it was a bank holiday last weekend.
yeah, so you guys were rammed.
We had 5 gigs.
Wow.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Is there any point in trying to remember where you were?
No, because I have no idea.
Let's focus on this week.
Yeah, we'll focus on this week.
Yeah.
I have to remember where I was.
Which we were.
Billingham,
Barnsley.
Middlesbrough.
That's exactly where we were.
Very good. I was going to say mine. Oh, I tell you what we should talk about.
Does it involve a car?
It does involve a car.
It doesn't.
Does it involve a certain other Jack?
Another Jack, yeah.
Hi, Jack.
We made a music video 2 weeks ago, basically. We'll put some video and some stuff in here. Basically, it's a music video for a song.
Sketchy photos that are going to appear here.
Yeah, I know. It was great.
I think I look beautiful. I'd like that on record.
You got right into it.
Yeah.
I look beautiful.
The best part of the video is
My wig coming off?
Is your wig coming off, yeah? Out of context, this just makes no sense, does it? Basically, we did a music video for a song that's coming out called Road Trip in the Rain. And we wanted it to be like, you know, those scenes in movies where
classic Hollywood car scenes.
Yeah, there's a car, but it's obviously green screen and it looks like crap. But it's meant to, I suppose. We kind of went for that kind of look where it's professionally done with a green screen, but it's meant to look shit, basically. There's no nice way of saying that, is there? So
it came out professionally shit.
It came out professionally, unprofessionally great.
It was great.
So yeah, that's coming out on the 22nd of September, which it'll be the week after this goes out, I think. I don't actually know what day it is. But it'll be on the same day as the release of the EP itself. So other than that, I had a gig at the Lamp and Worm, always nice. And I was at the Ramside in Durham last night with the Houndcats for Simon. No, he's not called Simon, is he? Bobby Saxton's 80th birthday, who was the manager of Sunderland for a bit. Off camera, Chris, do you know who that is?
If you ever watched Premier Passions, it was Bobby. It was always Bobby Sweary Saxton. Okay?
Bobby Sweary Saxton.
Because every other word was.
I see. Hey, he was on the dance floor last night. He was loving it. But yeah, so that was pretty fun.
Nice.
So, Lily, what have you been up to?
I have been buying clothes from charity shops and getting ready to start college, which I had my first day back at college today.
Cool.
Which was eventful.
What college you go to?
Sunderland.
Oh, right, okay. Cool.
So I do
There's been
level
too much
3
mention
music.
of Sunderland already in this podcast.
I apologise. So sorry. I do level 3 music at Sunderland College.
Awesome.
Nice.
We've had quite a few guests on who go. Well, you've mentioned off camera.
Sunderland College has one of the greatest music departments. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I hate to be controversial on a podcast, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. We're all. Well, I say we're all black and white. I don't really care.
You're adopted black and white.
I'm adopted black and white. I'm from Durham. It's like.
Same.
Yeah.
So am I. Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
But there you go. But I went to Newcastle College, so I'm kind of like black and white. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like one of them. But there you go. All right, cool. That's what we've been doing this week. Okay, it's time for.
What are you listening to?
All right. What are we listening to this week, Scott?
Oh, first. Wait, I've got 2 this week. The first one is a song called The Night by Frankie Valli. I've said it before. I say it because there is a... Do you know BBC Proms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they
Can you say it and not move your mic around as much?
Sorry.
I noticed that.
I'll try and... I'll stay straight. They did an Northern Soul one recently.
Right.
It's on BBC Sounds and it's unreal.
I've still not watched it.
It's on BBC Sounds, so you can only hear it. There's a couple of clips on YouTube, but you'll be able to listen to it, but it's just magic. And the night with all the orchestra and stuff, unreal.
Okay, so
really
it's a
cool.
specific version with...
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. But of course, I kind of put that in the playlist, so I've just the track of the night, I'll put that in. And the second one is a song called The Sweet Sound of You by Paper Kite, an Australian band, of course.
Of course. Scott loves an
And
Australian
they've got a
band.
new album out, came out on Friday, called At the Roundhouse. It's a really cool backstory where they've gone out the outback, found this place, and it just happened to have a studio behind it.
In the Outback?
In the outback, yeah. Just outside Melbourne, I think it was.
All right.
And they've set up this studio behind this, like an old coal storage place. And they did like a residency over a month, and they'd have their friends come around whilst they were making the album, and they'd play a gig and stuff. It's really cool.
Wow.
Really cool backstory. So
That
yeah,
does
that's
sound
mine.
cool. Awesome.
Mine.
I'll go next. I am in fear that I have said this one before as well. But I'm just going to say it anyway, because like, why not? It's our podcast. We can do what we want. So, my all-time favourite country singer, maybe not all-time, yeah, all-time female country singer, Alana Springsteen, no relation to Bruce, as far as I'm aware.
never
she's well, you never
Suppose
know.
there is somewhere, isn't there?
Somewhere down the line, you know. But she's released 3 EPs back to back, which is kind of been put together as an album. So it's kind of like part 1, 2, and 3. And she released the album, and this track was on the 3rd part of it. It's called Ghost in My Guitar.
That's country.
That's country.
A real
Just like
good
your
name.
new strap.
Yes, I'm going to have to put a picture of the strap in here, aren't I? Just to kind of like have that context, you know what I mean? Anyway, but it's featuring Chris Stapleton. So, again, when I listened to it, I was like expecting him to like, maybe sing the second verse or something. You know, when you have like a featuring artist, it's always like the second verse or whatever. But he actually plays the guitar solo. It's not that much of a solo, I'll be honest. It's kind of like 3 notes, do you know what I mean? But it's kind of cool, but it's an awesome song. Really, really good. What have you been listening to?
So I'm going to have 2 as well.
I'm missing out here,
'cause
like.
I'm allowed. First one's going to be, I really got into John Denver recently.
All right.
So there's a track, you know what I'm going to say. It's
I
called
know exactly which one you mean.
It's
I was listening to it
Sunshine
as
on
well.
My Shoulders.
All
I
right.
don't know if you know what I know.
I don't think so.
Oh, it's a gorgeous tune.
It is a gorgeous. It's just beautiful.
Right.
So that's one. The second one is we went to see Finn Forster play on Thursday.
We did, yes.
One of the support acts was Camel Islands, who did a really good cover of Disco 2000 by Pulp,
Yes, they did, didn't they?
which was unbelievable. So I'm going to
Awesome.
pick Disco 2000 by Pulp as well.
Fair enough. Good tunes.
Yeah.
Lily, what have you been listening to?
So today specifically, I was listening to Paranoid Android by Radiohead over and over and over again to get me through my first college day. It worked. It did very well.
Good.
It's not a good advert for Sunderland College, really.
It's not, is it?
Should go to Newcastle.
But you know
You
what
have to listen to
expect.
Radiohead to get through it.
Well, that is a really fair point, actually. I can't argue with that. And then recently, and by recently I mean like as of the last like year and a half, I've been listening to a lot of Jeff Buckley, as Chris will know, because he's all I talk about at the moment.
Should we point out that Chris is off camera?
Oh, my uncle is off camera. He's the man that taught me everything I know. Quite literally, you actually did. I wouldn't be a guitar player if it wasn't for you. Thank you. That was Chris. Ta-da!
What band was he in?
He was in a band called Best Kept Secret when he was
Good
about
band
16.
name.
Isn't it a great band name?
Get in, Chris. Get in.
But he's gone
laughing
bright
behind the
red.
camera.
He's gone bright red. I've embarrassed him now. he actually I said in the car, I was like, by the way, I'm going to tell him you're from Best Kept Secret. He went, you better not. And I was like,
It's on the internet
watch
now,
me.
Chris.
It's on the internet now. Everyone knows you.
Google it. Nothing.
You were in the Sunderland Echo, I think. You were, exactly. He was famous at one point.
Wait, there you are.
Bring it.
There you
So
are.
can't find it.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, there we go.
The
Well, like-
archives,
Get the
will be there.
archives out.
Yeah.
It'll be there somewhere.
So, like I said, I've been listening to a lot of Jeff Buckley. I find him a very inspirational artist. I think he's fabulous. So I'd probably say Vancouver by Jeff Buckley from his album that he never ended up releasing because he, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yep.
fair enough.
It's a good way to end that
I was
segment.
going to say.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we've been listening to this week. If you want to hear those tunes for yourself, they'll be linked down below in a Spotify playlist, or you can type in Lime Tree Sessions, WAYLT, and find it there for yourself. Okay, it's time for...
The Lime Tree Time Machine.
The Lime Tree Time Machine. All right, basically the concept is, Lily, you've got a time machine. Where and when are you going? Most guests have had a musical answer and a non-musical answer. And I feel like mine may have recently changed, so I think we'll recap what we've previously
Okay.
said. Do you know what? Very recently.
Jackson the dinosaurs.
No, not dinosaurs. Not quite. A little bit after that.
I mean, they are mint. After
They
all.
are mint, to be fair. Like,
A bloody mint.
do you know the special that Elvis did?
The TV special.
The TV special.
Yeah.
Like,
All the black leather.
yeah.
Oh,
Like, but he did like the full thing where, like, he did like a bunch of different songs. And how unreal would it be there, like, to be there when that was filmed?
Yeah.
In the
pretty cool.
TV shoot. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Because I'm kind of like
Shout.
slowly but surely getting more in. I think it's because I'm in the Houndcats. Hi, Jack.
Are you singing Return to Sender yet?
I will be.
Good.
I've also put forward an. I'll just.
Yeah,
we're on a ramble here, but I'll also put this in. So, I've been thinking of other songs to sing in the band, and one that I think would be class.
Yeah,
Technically not 60s, but it's 72, so it's pretty close.
That's all right.
We do.
We've done that,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's pretty close. I think Is This the Way Down and Roll Up would be
Oh
mint.
my goodness.
Imagine in a party set though. How good that would be
That's
mint.
the perfect wedding song. That.
Yeah, exactly. I think that'd be great. So they said yes. So if you see the Houndcats soon, we'll maybe doing that. So there you go. But yeah, getting more into Elvis. So I think that would be an awesome thing to see. What did you say originally?
For musical,
Uh-huh.
Live Aid.
Live Aid.
I don't think that would change because I'd still want to go see Live Aid.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Or the Beatles rooftop.
It's got to be a toss between them,
Or
hasn't it?
Woodstock. Any of the big ones would do. Or no. Is there
Yeah.
anything, any I wonder if there's an obscure one that I would want to go and see.
No one's ever said like the. Actually, someone might have said, but like the making of like a particular album, like Fly on the Wall.
That would
kind
be
of
cool.
Do you
thing.
know how I was talking about that album in the Outback being recorded? I'd like to go there.
That would be pretty
That would
cool.
be unreal. Month residency, them playing brand new tunes that no one's heard
Yeah,
in an old saloon-looking place.
yeah.
That's mine.
There
That
you
would
go.
be cool.
So your answer's changed
I've
as well.
changed.
There we go. Is that giving you enough time to have a think?
Yeah. It's another Jeff Buckley related answer. I apologise. I know. I saw you, Chris. I saw you shake
Do
your
you like
head.
Jeff Buckley?
A little bit. A little bit. No, yeah.
Just a-
No, I adore that man. I'd probably go to one of his to the big Sin-E session that he did where he's just playing all sorts and it's just him and his guitar, because I think I'd probably like bawl my eyes out or something and I'd like cram it. Or I'd go and see him at the one gig that he did that is now on YouTube, and it's part of his Lover You Should Have Come Over thing, and it's just him with like a crowd of only about like 30 people, and he's just playing Lover You Should Have Come Over, and I have bawled my eyes out of that video more times than I'd like to admit. It's really quite embarrassing, but like I just think it would be genuinely so inspirational, and I think it would blow my mind. That
Fair
is
enough.
my
It's a
answer.
great.
That's a great
in-depth
answer.
Yeah.
It is. Christopher, would you like to answer now? What would be your time machine moment?
Go on, hand on the mic.
Have the mic.
Okay. Well,
We've never done this before.
This
This is
is
great.
off camera.
What angle do we cut do for this?
No, just don't. I would go back to the year of my birth, 1969, and see the Rolling Stones play somewhere in America, because
Right.
they were. If you hear the album, get your yayas out. You hear how good the Rolling Stones were when they came back. They, like the Beatles, had stopped playing live, and they themselves had kind of like hibernated for a bit, and then went out to play live, and you hear how good a rock and roll band they were, and cemented their reputation as being a great band. And I think it was with Mick Taylor, who'd replaced Brian Jones at that point, so they really kind of had that burst of like
Newness,
newness. And it's just a great band to hear that point. I'm a massive Beatles fan, so probably would have been at the rooftop. But to see the Stones play at that point, I think would be something else. That would be great. So,
That's a great
It's
answer.
class. Different as well.
We
Love
need,
it.
we need to do this more often.
I
That's
know.
great.
Have people
We
off
get
camera.
everyone bring a
Have
guest.
people off camera. Just bring guests. There you go.
So if you're coming on, bring a
Everyone
guest.
bring your
I say
uncles.
bring guests. We've been limited the amount of people we're having here.
Oh yeah, don't bring guests.
Just one guest.
Just one guest.
If you're,
One guest.
if you're a solo artist.
Yeah, if you're a solo
Bring a
artist,
friend.
Yeah. Don't, if you're a band, you definitely can't bring guests
No.
in.
There
You know.
can't be. Absolutely.
You're not
sure
just the
the-
I have
driver.
You're
no other
more-
way of
you're
getting
more-
here if it
You're more
wasn't
than the
for him.
driver. You're a loyal customer at Guitar. There you go.
He is. He really is. I think all of my guitars have come from there, have they? Yeah, they have. I've not had a single guitar that isn't from there.
Good service.
brilliant. I genuinely when I go into Newcastle, especially if it's with mates, I
Trustpilot's
go.
coming your
Oh,
way."
by the way, I want to go into guitar because I love it, especially when the basement was open. I don't know if is it still open again?
back
Is it
again,
back
yeah,
open?
yeah.
It's back,
well,
baby.
The original basement when it went before it was shut, it was chef's kiss. It was my favourite. Wasn't it my favourite part of guitar? I'd walk in, I'd be little tiny little Lily with like little frizzy hair and that, and I'd be like, I want to go in the basement, and I would just like wander down. There was the one guitar that I really wanted. It was the pink and purple. That one, Tyler guitar, and it was sparkly, and it was my dream guitar. I wanted it for so long, and then one day it just wasn't there, and I think I was heartbroken.
There you go.
Someone
That's what
stole me
happens.
guitar.
There you go. That's what happens. What was this section again?
Time machine.
Time machine. If you had a non-musical answer,
What?
where do you think you would go?
So just somewhere you'd want to go or visit or... What were ours for
Ma-
non-musical?
Mine was New York in the 20s.
Oh, yes, for some strange reason.
Wait, what?
Mine was New York in the 1920s.
I thought you said New York Twin Towers. I was like, hang on, Jack. Jack.
Oh, that was somebody else's
Calm
answer.
your
That
bitch
wasn't
down.
mine.
First time 9/11's been mentioned.
Goodness
Yeah.
me. No, I think.
I'm sorry, Chris.
Yeah, we haven't been cancelled by this point.
Don't worry,
so
it
it's
wasn't
never...
us. It was a guest.
It wasn't us. We're acting like he's a policeman or something. Like, it's all right.
I would probably. In fact, no, I don't really have any non-musical answers. I've
given you a time machine. Where you going?
I'd probably go back to Mull. The last time I went to Mull, which is an island off the coast of Scotland. It's where some of like my family friends live, and it's where Balamory was filmed.
All right, okay.
Yeah, it's brilliant. No,
Yes.
but I'd go back to the first time I ever saw Josie Jump's house, and I was like, that is brilliant.
Oh,
You got a picture? Please send us
Yeah,
a
yes,
picture.
send us that.
Definitely.
You'll get a nice photo of it.
Get in.
I'd also like to see it. If my voice keeps cutting out, I'm dying here. I need a drink, but like I'm fine.
We'll get you a beverage in the break.
I've got a
that's all right.
beverage on us. I just can't be bothered
Have
to
some
pick it up.
beverage in the
I
break.
can't be bothered to pick it up.
There we go. Okay, it's time for...
Go plug yourself.
Plug yourself. All right, we're joined by Lily Mack from, would you say from Durham or Sunderland?
No.
I'm from.
No, you're
I'm,
from Durham.
I'm from County Durham,
There you go.
but I mostly reside in Sunderland.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, your music, and what you've been up to?
Well, I'm Lily Mack. I'm 17 as of like a month ago. I'm a singer-songwriter. I've been playing guitar for a long time. I'm not as good as I should be for how long I've been playing guitar, but I try. And I mostly write songs based on like crappy experiences I've had and like learning curves and all sorts. Like I could like fully like give me a bad moment and I could write like 6 songs out of it.
Fair enough.
Only like 4 of them would be good, but like I could write 6 songs out of it.
Fair enough. So the reason we have got you on is because I had the pleasure of meeting you when I did a songwriters.
I know
Workshop.
I came along and I was
Yeah,
like, I know you, and then,
very
and
good.
then and then we got.
Oh,
into a
you guys were there as
conversation.
well.
We were,
Yeah,
We
yeah.
turned up late,
Oh yeah,
though.
yeah. You
We
turned
were
up late.
fashionably late, though.
Fashionably late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
called
your
yous out.
response when we came up as the band.
Oh, here they are. Here they are.
It wasn't our fault.
No.
No, I if I remember correctly, your exact words were, "It would be my band to be late, wasn't it?"
Sounds like me.
Yeah.
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 Amazing stuff.
That's rock and roll, though.
No, but we're thrilled to have you on. So what kind of, what music have you got out right now? Have you got stuff out right now?
I've not got stuff out right now. I'm planning a release at the end of the year.
Awesome.
But at the moment I don't have stuff out because I've recorded things, but then my style's changed, and I've just thought it's not really what I want to release anymore.
Yeah.
And so at the moment I'm very comfortable in what style of music I'm doing now, and so I have things that I'm planning on releasing, but
Awesome.
that's for later mention.
Awesome. What do you think the style is now? What's the genre now?
I don't know how would I describe myself? What would you say? Oh, don't look at you. All right, I'm not looking at you then. I'd say I hate when people ask me this because I just
Why do you ask that?
It's a question I ask everybody.
Got to be asked.
Gotta be
What
asked.
about influences in? Would you say it's very similar to the type of music you do?
Jade Bird was probably my main influence in in especially my songwriting, because I used to songwrite, and then like I started taking it seriously after I started listening to her music, because she was like this really cool like rocky girl who would like she's like not even that big of an artist, and I think it's mental that she's not, because she's really good. And when I first listened to her, because I remember Chris came home one day and he'd listened to her on Six Music, and he's like, Lily, I saw this girl today, and I was listening to her, and she's very cool, I think you would like her. And then after that I was like addicted to listening to her for like 3 years. And she like
been on Jules Holland at some point. She has a song called Lottery, doesn't she? Lottery, isn't it?
No, I saw her on Sunday Brunch.
Right.
She did a thing, and like her first album she promoted and pushed a lot, and then she went to America actually, because
I was going to say she moved to America because she got big.
Right.
So I think
Thank
they're sorry, it's all right. But I think she got picked up by him, and she realised that she could sort of like make a career in America. So I think that's what she's done there. But
It was like borderline country-esque.
it's kind
That's
of
why.
Americana.
I think I know what you
Okay.
mean. Then after, yeah.
I think you'd like her. You'd really like her.
What's
to
it called?
be fair, Jade Bird.
Jade Bird. I do recognise.
I swear it is the song called Lottery.
Yeah.
Lottery, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Good
feel
song.
like I feel like I recognise the name. So, but yeah.
She's really, really good. And like I said, I remember when I listened to her, and at that point I wasn't taking my music very seriously. Like I was kind of falling out of the liking of playing guitar, and I was kind of giving up. And I used to do like guitar lessons with Chris every Thursday, and it was getting the point
Sorry,
where like
I loved that.
yeah, well,
Guitar lessons.
yeah.
Poor Chris.
No,
Poor Chris.
Sorry, Chris.
There's the title of this one.
I remember
Poor Chris.
on Thursdays, I would come downstairs and be like, "No, I don't want to do it this time," and like I was just kind of falling out of like love for what I
Yeah.
was doing. And then I listened to it, and I kind of like had this like inspiration moment where I was like, I want to do that, and to do that, I'm gonna need to just get over it
Yeah.
and like get back into it. And that was when I kind of really started like pushing towards writing and stuff like that, and it became like a vessel for us, and like much easier for me to like get over things and stuff like that. And so that's where I've just gotten that from.
Sure.
But I'd say I'm striving to be much like her.
Awesome.
I don't really know what genre she falls into, but
I guess the whole singer-songwriter thing, it could be anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that's kind of maybe the point, because it's individuality and
Yeah.
a bit deeper than probably what it's meant to be. But do you know what I mean? It's more about like, unique kind of.
I mean,
you know.
like, yeah, like whenever I ask people, like, what genre of music do I do, and they say, well, you're very singer-songwritery. I'm like, well, that's because I'm a singer-songwriter. Like, I get so confused. I'm
You've
like,
got
I'm
a
like,
point.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You
well,
have.
why are you telling us what I am? If like that's what I am, like, you know what I mean? Like, just tell us I do like rock or something. I don't know. But
Yeah,
like,
no, that makes sense.
singer-songwriter is such a vast genre.
Yeah. I mean, if like just thinking about it now, if you go on like the charts for singer-songwriter, it's
A bit of everything, innit?
everything, isn't
Yeah.
it? You know what I mean? Amazing. So gig-wise, what gigs have you done / got coming up?
Well, a lot of my gigs come from the fact that I'm under with We Make Culture's Young Musicians Project
Amazing.
based in Sunderland. And so they help me get a lot of the gigs that I do. Because obviously it's quite hard to like know people to get your gigs, and being able to have the confidence to like go, oh, I would like to do this gig. Can I do this gig? And then getting turned down, and then you're all distraught because you've been turned down. Whereas a lot of venues in Sunderland work with We Make Culture, and they say, oh, can you get us these types of artists to do this night and stuff like that. So I do a lot of my gigs through We Make Culture, who I've been with for like 2 years now. They're brilliant. Like they have, like I said, I'm under the Young Musicians Project, and that is quite literally what it says on the name. It's like it takes all kinds of like young talent from the Sunderland area. It gives them like a place to work together, a place to find like new people, stuff like that. But it also gives them like really good opportunities and really good experience. Like the greatest thing I've done was when I played the fire station at Sunderland, and it was mental because I was so nervous, and I was supporting the Future Heads, and through that I ended up actually playing the Summer Streets Festival. I headlined the Summer Streets Festival a couple, was it weeks or months? I think it was only weeks back. Weather was awful, so I ended up on the BBC introducing stage instead of the normal stage because I was going to get electrocuted and like pass out or something
Yeah,
on
you
stage.
That would have been an
That's not good.
inconvenience.
You don't want
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no. It was like proper like lightning and thunder, and I was like, I'm scared. And the woman went, right, we're scared you might electrocute yourself, so you're going to get put on the BBC introducing stage. I was like, right, Nick Roberts, I'm on my way. And so I went over. But I was really scared because that was the second time that Jeff Brown from the BBC was going to like introduce us, because he introduced us onto the Future Head stage. But like, I really, really, really enjoy like big gigs, don't get me wrong, like gigs where it's like hundreds of people, but like I more enjoy like the cosy venues like
Yeah.
Pop Rex and when I did Alphabeti in Newcastle
Mhm.
and stuff like that, because I'm like I can actually like talk to people and feel like I'm like, because I'm a big talker, as we can tell. So when I'm in places like that, I feel like I can like talk more and the audience more appreciate it rather than want me to get on with the songs. I'm still yet to find the perfect balance between the two at the moment, but I'm trying. So I've done Fire Station. That was in December. That was where I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had my own dressing room. I was like, I'm a star. I'm famous.
I've made it.
I know. And then I do a lot of gigs at Pop Rex. I love Pop Rex. It's such a good venue. And then I did a gig in Washington last week, and I swallowed a fly midway through a song, started choking, and nearly cried on stage. It was so embarrassing. I was like, I swallowed a fly, and then just carried on with my song as if nothing had happened. And then the week before that, I was at Pop Rex, and there was this fly buzzing around, and he was harassing everyone while they were singing. And I came on, and I was like, I'm not about to deal with this scrutiny from this fly. So then when the fly came over to us, I just went, will you shut off? And as I was in the middle of singing, and then I just carried on with my song as if nothing had happened. I'm great at doing that, man. Like, something will go terribly wrong, and I'll just act as if it's never happened after I've, like, shouted at something. I just have a full-on meltdown and then just crack on. It's great.
It sounds like you've had a great time. Like
It is.
It
Honestly,
does.
it's always entertaining.
That's what it's about.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, like as Laura says from We Make Culture, she goes, it wouldn't be a gig with Lily in it without something going terribly wrong, because it's always either the sound system's blown up, or like there's a
Getting
fly
electrocuted.
attacking us, getting
Swallowing
electrocuted,
flies.
Yeah.
swallowing
The best of
flies.
Yeah.
It really does. It's once you know you've made it is when you've swallowed a fly.
On stage.
Yeah.
Fair
It's like the
enough.
fly chose you out of everyone. You know what I mean?
It's a good way of looking at it, I suppose.
I'm so sorry.
So you're going to be playing a couple of tunes for her a little bit later on. What original song are you going to play for us?
The song I'm hoping to release at the end of the year,
Yeah.
called The Waiting Game. Would you like me to explain the waiting
Yeah,
game?
yeah.
I love explaining the waiting game. It's great. So last year was 2022, yeah? Yeah, it was.
Aye.
Last year I was in my first ever relationship, and I was 15, 16, and it was an absolute emotional roller coaster. And I didn't have any idea, because obviously I didn't have any other previous things to go off. So, you know, first relationship, everything goes terribly wrong. You don't know what's going terribly wrong. You think it's going perfectly swell, but it's going terribly wrong and you don't know about it yet. So I remember having this feeling after everything was over and after I was like finally sorted. And I was looking back on it and I was like, a bit strange. It was a bit weird. And then when I finally came to terms with my emotions, I realised that for months, what I was doing was I was waiting for him to do something wrong so that I would leave him, because I felt awful, the thought of leaving him, because I didn't think he was doing anything wrong, but subconsciously I'll have known he was doing something wrong. So the waiting game is about knowing that it's somebody's time to leave and you need to get rid of them, but you're going to feel awful and you feel really guilty at the thought of pushing them away. So you kind of hope they do something that gives you the first like foot forward, so you can just like push them the rest of the way. So that was a song I wrote about that. And it's probably my favourite song that I've ever written. Like, I thoroughly enjoy everything about it. And like, it was a very emotionally boosted song for me, and I thoroughly enjoy the song.
Amazing. That's absolutely class. So we're going to hear... Actually, no, I need to ask this as well. Do you know what cover you're doing for us as well?
Yes.
What cover are you going to do?
Jade Bird song. I'm doing
course.
Side Effects by Jade Bird.
Excellent.
Lovely stuff.
Okay, so we're going to hear a little snippet.
Just need
A little snippet of that at the end of the podcast, and the full version of that will be out tomorrow, and the least cover will be out on Monday, so stay tuned for that. Okay, it's time for... The quiz and other games. The quiz, once again, Lyndon has made the quiz. We're going to play the next line game. Play it every week. Don't know why I need to explain it, but we're doing
my favourite
but
game.
Yeah, it is my favourite
I
game.
am running out. I am scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Really?
Yeah.
We should just do like themes for the rest
It's when
of
you have to think of them on the spot. I might have to start doing
Yeah,
themes,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Ben said we should do that. Yeah.
And that'd be good. Basically, Lyndon is going to say a lyric, and if we know the answer, be a chancer and buzz in and see if we know the next lyric.
I'm going to be so embarrassed if I don't buzz in on any of these.
You
I
wouldn't be
might-
the,
I
you
will
wouldn't be
just
the first
walk back
guest to get
home.
nothing.
Yeah.
Alright.
We have it on good authority that lots of people play along at home. So
We do.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. There were a
What's
few
this, like
people-
catchphase or something?
Yeah, play along at home. Play along at home.
It's becoming.
So I expect everyone. People should put it in the comments how
I
well
love
they did.
that. That's a great idea.
Everyone play along at home and
That's a
play
good idea.
honestly
Yeah.
and let us know how you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Sorry.
oh, I got 9 out of 9.
Yeah, I'm going to say it. Pause it really quickly. You can play along at home.
All right. That's good.
Are we all ready?
Yes.
Hang on. I want to make sure.
Oh, yeah, we need to test.
Is that loud enough?
Well, yeah,
That's
As loud as you can get it.
That's Lily's. This one's mine.
And
That's
my...
boring.
Jack's always the bell. Sums them up perfectly.
Thank
right.
You, thank you very much.
Are we all ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. People keep on learning.
Oh, man.
Oh no.
Off to a great start. Do you know Chris? No.
I know what song it is.
Do you? Good.
Yeah.
People keep on learning.
At first, I was going to start singing Proud Mary because I was like, big wheels keep
Jack's
on
just
turning.
holding it. Jack does know what
Again,
song
to
it
be
is.
fair. I think I know which one it is as well.
I don't.
Soldiers keep on burning.
Oh, so close.
Do it again.
People keep on learning.
Soldiers keep on turning.
No. You're close.
You start with soldiers.
Yeah.
Soldiers keep on yearning.
No.
Good guess.
Come on, Jack. You got this.
Soldiers keep on whirring.
Oh, Chloe. I'm inclined to
Is it
give it to
working?
you. No, I'm going to give it to Jack because
All
you're
right.
close.
Fair
It's
enough.
soldiers keep on warring,
Warring.
which isn't
That's
a
not
word.
even a word.
Exactly, it's not a word. But yeah,
It's Higher Ground by
it's
Stevie
Higher Ground
Wonder.
by Stevie Wonder.
Yes,
Chris
it is.
did know it. Say
It is.
oh.
What a tune and all.
Next one.
I'm scared.
See, I spent my teenage enraged. My teens enraged.
Oh,
Spiraling their silence.
Yes, spiraling in silence.
I
Sam
didn't-
Fender.
with a
I've
grin,
got a
yeah.
Sam Fender bag with us.
Oh,
I'm so embarrassed.
dear.
I'm sorry, Sam, if you're watching this.
I don't even listen to
It'd
him. I
be
knew the
great if he
lyrics,
was watching.
so-
I know.
I'm a big fan.
Next one. Well, obviously.
She's out of my league.
She's out of my league. It's
Ooh.
obviously by
McFly.
McFly.
Oh, right, yeah.
How the hell did I get that? Not a Sam Fender one. What the hell?
We know who Scott's into.
Yes.
I like McFly, to be fair.
No wrong with it.
Oh, here she comes.
Walking down the street.
No.
See, I've got oh.
Oh,
Say
here
it
she
again.
comes.
Oh, here she comes.
Is the one I'm thinking of?
Do you know?
Do you know it at home?
Look how boys shall chew you up.
I'll give you it. Watch out, boy. She'll chew
It's
you
just
up.
you- 'cause you
It's
do the-
man eater.
It's because you can do the oh, not just one o, isn't it?
But it's oh, here she. It's two syllables.
isn't
but
it? Yeah,
still
you're
oh.
right.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Man
Oh, that song.
That one.
Oh,
Yeah.
it took me so long.
eater. Next one. Drinking in the morning sun.
Oh,
Watching
you.
as the shut up as the waves roll in.
No.
Oh.
I don't know what song you think it is.
I'm thinking of
Don't look to him for help. He sat there. He sat
Are
going,
you cheating?
I'm not cheating.
Oh, are you
I'm thinking
cheating?
of sitting on the dock of the bay. That's why.
It's not sitting on the dock of the bay.
What was it again?
Drinking in the morning sun. This is a tune, by the way.
It sounds like a Bob Marley song.
It's not a Bob Marley
Oh,
song.
okay.
Drinking in the morning
Son.
Son.
There better be more of these because I'm doing terribly so far.
Should we go half points?
Yeah, if you want. Half
Yeah.
points and I'll sing it so you know if you see that helps.
All right,
So,
okay.
here we go. Drinking in the morning sun.
Oh.
With the elbow in it.
It is elbow.
Lily, you can confirm with Chris if you
Chris.
like.
No, I didn't-
It's that one elbow song.
It's
It
that
is
one elbow
the best
song
elbow
everyone.
song.
The
It's
only elbow
something,
song
something,
apart from that.
something.
Hang on. What? Do it again.
Drinking in the morning sun.
I don't know the words
Nah.
to this song.
Who does know the words to this song?
Yeah, exactly. This is cheating. This is
Dun
this is
dun
unfair.
dun 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 dun.
No one's gonna get it. It's
No.
quite simply blinking in the morning sun.
Sorry.
Did you know it?
He was trying to whisper.
Oh, you were
to us.
trying to help out. That's why.
He was trying to help us, but I
Good
didn't even
song.
take in what he said because you were going, "Don't cheat." I was like, "Let's cheat."
Next one. Robert's got a quick hand.
Oh,
What on
Oh,
earth is this? I recognise it.
I knew it.
Robert's got a quick.
Yeah.
I reckon lots of people will know this, but if they know the next line, it'll be impressive.
Robert's got a quick hand.
Yeah. Do you know what song it is?
No idea.
You will know the song, I promise
I
you.
do think I know the song, but I just can't remember what it is.
Chris, do you know?
No.
Does it sing it?
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Robert's got a quick hand.
No, it's pumped up kicks.
It is
Yes,
pumped
yes.
up kicks.
Okay.
Something, quick pull trigger. That's all I remember of it.
You know the song?
Oh,
I do, but like,
You just know the chorus.
I don't know it.
Do the chorus?
yeah, I know the chorus. This is not the chorus.
Oh,
though, is it?
No, it's the first line.
Robert's got a quick hand. Something.
we
quick
did a
pull
career this
trigger.
during lockdown.
We did.
I can't remember what the lyrics are. With
Oh,
Jack Harvey.
this
Hi,
is going to
Jack.
stretch
No one
me out
getting
now.
it. No.
Nah.
He look around the room but won't tell you his plan.
Oh well, it's the next verse that says the quick pull trigger thing. Then innit?
Next one.
I don't really like that song, anyways.
Oh, it's a
Crap song.
tune.
Well, I've been afraid of changing
Sorry.
Because I've built my life around you.
because I've built my life around you.
What a,
Landslide.
what a
Fleetwood
gorgeous
Mac.
song.
Me and you are going to fall out on this podcast in front of everyone.
I'm just too quick. Too quick.
He's got a quick hand.
I've got a quick hand.
Yeah, Scott's got a quick hand.
Scott's got a quick
That
hand.
sounds wrong. Let's not make that the title.
Oh god. Okay.
How about-
Do you know what? I don't even know what this one is. Everybody here is out of sight.
Oh,
Everybody here is out of sight.
I'm not going to be able to sing this because I can't remember what song it is.
What is it again?
Everybody here is
Oh,
out of
that's a
sight.
different one.
Oh my goodness.
they don't bark and they don't bite.
Yeah, what song is it?
It's Dance in the Moonlight.
Oh, yes, it is. Everybody here is out of sight.
And you were talking about that song the other day. It was on Top of the Pops, and you went crap song. I was like, all right.
No, oh, it's wicked, man.
It depends
you
which
did.
version.
Yeah, you did.
The King Harvest is the best
That's
version.
still good. King Harvest.
Yeah,
is
you
better.
did. Yeah, you did. It came on the top 10 on Top of the Pops, and you went naff song. I was like, all right, wait. Someone doesn't like that song. All right.
It's a good song. Next one. Leave my door open just a crack.
I know the song.
Yeah?
I don't know the other word though.
That's the name of the game.
Nah, I'm not getting out here. Like,
Leave my door open just a crack.
no,
No idea. Absolutely no idea.
Big song of our childhood.
is it?
Yeah.
Sing it.
Yours two specifically.
No, yours as well.
Mine.
I
mine as
take
well.
we've spoke about it before.
It was this song was massive when it came out.
You're gonna have to sing it.
Leave my door open just a crack.
Oh,
Not a Scooby.
I've still not got it, mate.
I know the last. I know the rhyme word, but I don't know the rest of the
Leave
line.
my door open just a crack.
In case I'm an insomniac.
I'm gonna give you it because that's close. Because I feel like such an insomnia.
Yeah.
What is
It's
it?
Fireflies by Owl City.
Oh man.
Yeah.
No, it might
Nah.
have been a little bit before your
Yeah.
time,
A little bit.
A little
before
bit.
That's
my time.
awful to think about.
isn't it?
That is awful. We're old.
We are.
I looked at Chris when I said that. I'm so sorry.
Just because I said.
Where were you?
We've never felt younger.
yeah.
And the last one.
Oh, this is unfair. This.
Life's unfair.
Is that the line, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Life's like the road that you're travelling on.
Oh.
This is embarrassing. You invite me onto the podcast and then you embarrass me in
Yeah.
front of everyone
Correct.
because I don't know anything.
I think Chris is
Finally.
more embarrassed.
I didn't even
Like,
get Sam Fender. I didn't even get Sam Fender, and that's my bag.
Life's like the
Literally.
road that you're travelling on.
Oh, no.
I should know this,
You
right?
should know
Yeah.
this. You should. Everyone should know this song.
It's. Go on, we'll let you.
Is it?
No.
Oh, he goes, Dolly Parton,
It's not
Jolene.
Dolly Parton. We've had Jolene before. Half points?
No, I'm gonna get it.
Really? Hurry up then.
One day here and the next day's gone.
I'm going to give you it close enough. There's one day here and the next day is gone.
Life is a
Yeah.
highway.
Life is a highway by Rascal
Oh!
Flatts.
Oh! I know that one.
Life's like the road you
I did that in
travel
college.
on.
Did I? I don't know if I did
Yeah.
actually.
We should have done that for the wedding.
We should have.
It's too difficult.
I like a challenge.
Although we did backwards, which is even.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, to be fair. Good quiz, mate. Yeah.
Yes,
I don't
wicked.
know.
I
You win?
don't agree. It wasn't
I think
great.
We're always
before,
wrong.
we're
We're
always
always
wrong,
wrong.
so maybe I'm
I
wrong.
think Chris won.
Chris won.
Well done, Chris.
Okay, it's time for. Sorry.
Quick fire questions.
I'm gonna leave that in. Quick fire questions. All right. These are all kind of artist/musician related questions, and then we just got some funny ones at the end. What's the reason you got into music?
That man
Chris.
over there.
Chris.
That was
because
quick.
Because Chris is really, really, really good at guitar. Like really, really, really good.
Was he in a band?
And no. Well, he was back when he was about 16. He was in a band called Best Kept Secret.
That's a good
which
name.
was which it was a brilliant name. Which was in the Sunderland Echo once.
Yeah.
If anyone has an extract from the Sunderland Echo and would like to provide, if you
You
got
actually
it,
got it.
He's got
Can
the
we get a
extra.
photo of
can
it
we have a
and send
photo
it?
of that, please?
Do you know
Yeah.
that? Do you know, sorry, the irony behind the name Best Kept Secret, and you haven't kept it a secret from this podcast.
Yeah. No, it was Chris and also my Uncle Ernie, who sadly passed away in 2009, but he was part of a band called Avalon in Scotland, and it was like a folk rock band, yeah. And I used to go to a lot of the concerts and stuff that they used to go to, and obviously I was only like 3-year-old, but like when that's what you're growing up with, it's kind of inevitable that you're going to get into it. So like he created a festival in Mulgai. It's in Mulgai, isn't it? Called called Mugdock, which is now called Mugstock. And he started that whole festival thing. But obviously growing up with like musical people and a musical family, close family, it was like I just was like, I
Yeah.
want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay, what's your earliest memory of listening to music?
Probably my granddad playing Skate Away in the multipler over and over again. It was either Skate Away or Moonlight Shadow. By who was it again? Who's it? Michael Field.
Yeah.
My granddad is probably half of my music taste, and then you're the other half of my music taste. It was usually either Skate Away by Dire Straits or
Michael
Moonlight
Field.
Shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right. Best gig you've ever been to?
Ever been to or ever done?
You can answer both if you'd like.
The best gig I've ever been to was... Oh, goodness me, I forgot every gig I've ever been to. I thoroughly enjoyed my Sam Fender gig. I have to
Yeah.
say it was great. The atmosphere was great. I loved it. I also quite enjoyed my Dave Brewis Soft Struggles gig. Very good. My friend Eve Cole was on there, and she was like singing and supporting him, and I was like, that's my friend. And then I was like, that's also Dave Brewis, I'll work with him. And I was like, felt proper snazzy. I think they're probably the two best gigs I've ever seen. The best gig I've ever done would be my fire station gig. Like, I remember I was so nervous, but it's the one I've enjoyed the most. Where I was like that's like set it in for me of what I want to do.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay, so if you could be on a lineup with 2 artists in history, dead or alive,
The only other options.
who would it be?
Jeff Buckley.
Yeah.
Of course.
Shock.
He's the
Shock
dead one.
horror. Don't be disrespectful. Goodness me.
What,
He's the dead one. Well.
Respect the dead.
Well. Jeff Buckley and who else would I be on with? Probably Martin Knopfler. I would die for that. That would be fabulous.
That would be cool.
That would be a good lineup.
Yes.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay. If you could hear a song again for the first time, what would it be?
Grace by Jeff Buckley.
Yeah. That was like my GCSE. It was part of our GCSE. That's
Same
like
as that.
that. No, it's
Introduction to
Yes.
step 1. I don't know. Sorry.
No,
lost the plot.
I remember the first time I heard Grace. I had my head over the bath because I was washing my hair, and I had my music playing, and I heard the. I was like, "What's this? What is this musical genius?" And then after that, it was all I listened to. And then "Lover You Should Have Come Over" was the first song that I ever cried to. It was the first song that broke my heart into a million pieces.
Good
So
answers.
probably both of those, yeah.
But what I was going to say before you all took the piss out of my hand movements was that
He started it.
You did start it. Yeah.
He started it.
Actually, yeah, I technically.
Now,
have.
boys. Now, calm down.
Yeah.
This
Was
is why we're stopping.
yes, yeah. We all secretly hate each other.
The Lime Tree feud.
And then there were 2. No. It was part of the music GCSE. Was to study the
okay.
piece. It's not really that interesting. Don't know why I brought it up. If you could be and finally, what's your favorite album of all time?
Have a guess.
Is it
Was it Jeff Buckley?
Grace?
It's Grace by Jeff Buckley.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't Grace by Jeff Buckley, I'd probably say Making Movies by Dire Straits, or I forgot what ZZ Top album it is.
Eliminator.
That one. I
Those
love
must be
ZZ
good
Top.
one.
I love ZZ Top so
It's
much.
got all the hits on.
Oh, as is.
So.
It's great. ZZ
Amazing.
Top are great.
Okay. If you could be friends with a fictional character, who would it be?
You got an
Scooby Doo.
answer?
Scooby Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo. He reminds me of my dog. So like, if I could have my dog
No, he
in
talks,
fictional
does he?
character. Oh well, no, he doesn't.
Is your
well,
Great Dane?
No, but probably Scooby Doo, or if not Scooby Doo, probably Brennan from Bones.
Okay.
Temperance Brennan from Bones.
I'm not aware.
It was a show like back in the 90s.
Uncultured.
Yeah.
We're
What
uncultured.
were you like? You had an answer.
No, for some reason, I don't know when you said it, for some reason, Charlie Brown popped into my head. Because I was
Why
so much,
not?
well, I loved it when I was a kid. When he said, Charlie Brown, why am I thinking Charlie Brown? I suppose nobody better.
Exactly.
So
I was going
yeah,
to say, you can answer these as well if you'd like to.
so yeah, either Scooby Doo or Brennan from Bones.
Cool. Okay. If you get a tattoo today, what would it be?
I've actually thought about this. I want shock horror.
Is it Jeff Buckley?
Grace tattoo.
Right. What,
Yeah.
just the name?
No, like the actual like album cover thing, like the proper like
All
fonts
right.
that it's in.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
I'm not just gonna get Grace written on with no context.
Wow.
You could do.
You could do.
I could do.
Well,
and like I know
Then
people.
you would know.
I know people are like, well, you know, your style might change in a couple. An album like that doesn't just go out of your head. You know what I mean? An album like that, you don't just turn around one day and go, shit, no, I don't want it. It's an album like that sticks in your head for your rest of your life.
that's a good
Does-
point. What
does.
what album for yous
Yeah, guys.
Would
Questions
be-
now on to use.
would be like the album that like never changes? Because the stuff that I used to listen to where like, you know, I used to be like proper metaler, proper goth and that, but I don't really.
I'm in that phase at the moment.
Yeah,
It's-
but I don't really listen to that kind of stuff anymore.
Good point, that, you know.
But like, there's probably albums that like will stand the
A
test of
timeless
time.
album.
That you'll always
For
go
me.
back to, yeah.
Yeah. So it's probably Reckless.
Oh, it's a good shout, to be fair.
Yeah, it's never.
I mean, Sergeant Pepper's is good.
Yeah.
I think mine's Noel Gallagher's first solo album. because I was right into that. I just don't listen to it enough anymore.
Right.
Moved on to other favourite albums, but
Yeah.
I'd say that.
I thought you were going to say Born to Run.
That's my favourite album of all time. But a one that'll always stick with us.
Yeah.
Probably that. 'Cause it'd be first real sort of, this is a really good album. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's got to be like no skips. I think Sgt.
Well,
Pepper has
exactly.
skips. That's my opinion.
Which song? I mean,
The-
you're wrong. Let's get that out the way.
I don't like Benefit of Mr. Kite.
That's good though.
I don't like that one, and I don't like the one where it's got like the Indian feel to it.
He's never
Oh,
coming
that's
into
cool,
Guitar
all
Guitar
right.
ever again.
You've lost a loyal customer
Why
there.
is Chris not
Do you
come back?
mean,
Oh, I slagged off Sgt. Pepper.
Within You Without You.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Oh, that's
In my
crazy.
opinion, I've said this before on the podcast, controversial, I know. You know how they did the Magical Mystery Tour album?
Careful.
I think the last 4 songs on it, because they're all singles, should have been on Sgt. Pepper.
You can cut this out, okay? It was never an album. It was an EP.
Yeah.
It was a double EP, okay? Because my dad was a big Beatles fan, so it was a double EP. It was never an album. So the album version has a lot of tracks on that were never part of the original EP release.
Yeah.
So there's things on there that you probably would sort of say, you can get rid of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the actual condensed original EP is brilliant.
Yeah.
It's really good.
That's why I think, because those 4 songs, Strawberry Fields Forever, Penny Lane,
And the other two.
All You Need Is Love, and the other one, that's bad that I can't remember.
I
I
can't
think
remember
is it Hello Goodbye?
Yes.
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Those 4 songs, they should have been on Sgt. Pepper, and you should have got rid of the ones that have.
Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane were kind of meant to be on Sgt. Pepper.
Yeah.
And George Martin has said they needed. Sorry, you get off.
It's all right,
They
it's great, love it.
needed a release, and they're pressurised by the label, so he gave them Strawberry Fields and Sgt. Pepper. But they were there at the start of that recording session, so they from that period.
Yeah.
So they kind of got tagged on to like an American release of Magical Mystery Tour, just to make it an album rather than a double EP.
There's your Chris information.
There you
for the
go.
day.
If we're not laughing, we're learning. But the Beatles should have, I mean, they would have been a lot more successful. If
Oh
they, if
yeah, they
took
could
my
have done with
advice.
more success. Like.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, your favorite movie?
Over the Hedge.
Oh,
That's a
great-
great.
I was watching
We
that.
were
with-
watching that in a
Yeah, no,
hotel
I-
room
no,
once.
I- It's my favourite movie, always has been. I can quote that film from start to finish.
Yeah.
Like I
When did
know.
that come out? We were just.
2005. I've got 5 in here for some reason.
I think it is 2005.
Let's have a look at.
I love how everyone pulls out their phones to get Google up. No, but
you got it?
I can quote.
I've got IMDb on my phone, haven't I?
I know what the first
2006.
the
Oh.
first line
Go on
over
then.
the hedge is. It's no, bad idea. Because he's looking at the cave and he wants the stuff, and he's like, no, bad idea.
It's a great film, like it is.
Excellent. And to finish off on, what would you like the first dance to be? Sorry, I'll start that
Don't not
again.
the first dance because we get people going.
Yeah.
Oh, the 2-step.
Oh, the 2-step.
You're not funny.
Aye, the flamenco
It's
and
not
that. It's not funny now. No.
waltz.
I'll rephrase that. Sorry. What would you like the song to be at your first dance at your wedding? Should you choose to get married? I think you're going to say "Hallelujah" by Chris Buckley.
No.
Chris
Oh,
Buckley.
Sorry.
Well, that's it. We're cancelled. We're not even making it to 50.
Jeff. Sorry. Sorry, Jeff.
No, it wouldn't.
Jeff.
It wouldn't be Hallelujah. Actually, I don't know. I really don't. I've never really thought about it. Probably the Dying Light by Sam Fender. It's a really nice little piano ballad, and it just makes me cry, and it's great.
Is
I
it
mean-
a love song?
No,
Not really.
I don't know. It's just a nice piano ballad, and it's cute.
it's a lovely song. Like
It's a good song. It's not really.
Even better when it's teamed with the 2-step.
Oh,
but
yeah.
no, but I feel like your first dance song should be a song that like is cute between you and whoever you get married to. I'm not with anyone at the moment, so I don't really have any special songs with anyone.
That's
So,
fair enough.
Like I mean, my mum and dad's was a song from Dirty Dancing. It was
Oh,
It
yeah.
was She's Like the Wind. I tried to go on the dance floor. I was 3-year-old.
tune.
I tried to go on the dance floor and like dance with him, and my uncle dragged us back and told us I couldn't go on the dance floor. I was fuming. I kicked up a fuss that day. I was like, why can't I go on the dance floor? He was like, well, it's your mum and dad's mum. And I was like, I don't care. I want to go on that dance floor, and you're gonna let me on that dance floor. That was where I got my attitude from. Was that day?
Well, thank you very much for coming on the podcast. This has
So
been
welcome.
hilarious and informative
Three wickets.
and interesting, and it's been absolutely class.
I didn't actually give you any useful information. I realised I'd really just spoke about all sorts and Jeff Buckley.
We
and that
haven't
was it.
given anybody any useful information for 47 episodes.
Right, you've had a stroke, my
Well,
friend.
we're
I
on
know.
47.
147. This is the 47th episode.
Wow.
Lily, thank you very much for coming on. It's been educational, emotional, informative.
I've not cried yet. What do you mean emotional?
There's still time.
There's still time.
There's
man.
still time. Yeah.
There's still time. But yes, thank you very much for coming on.
No
We're going
problemo.
to hear a little snippet of Lily's original tune, which was called,
The Waiting Game.
and her cover, which is,
Side Effects by Jade Bird.
will be out on Monday, so stay tuned for those. But all that is left for me to say is thank you very much for watching and listening to the Lime Tree Sessions podcast with me, Jack Milcrease,
Liverpool
Scott Charlton.
and Lily Mack. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Will I crash if I drive you mad? Who knows, but it's worth a try. I put too much pain in all those paragraphs out, and you still didn't take that hurt away. If anything, it made me feel the same, if not